40 years ago, two men looked at the world with the same hunger, sharing a single ambition to build an empire. Today, the world looks back at them differently. Arthur sits in a sunlit library, the scent of old leather, and success hanging in the air. His hands are steady, his mind focused. Across town, Elias stares through a cracked window at a gray, rain-slicked street. The glass is cold against his forehead, while Arthur signs a final contract with the grace of a man who knows his worth. Elias merely shifts a stack of dusty notebooks to make room for his lukewarm tea. Same start, different ends. Elias opens a notebook titled, My Plans. The ink is faded, and the pages are yellowed with the passage of decades. Inside are brilliant sketches of businesses that never launched and ideas that never breathed. He checks his watch. The second hand sweeps past 12 with a rhythmic click, yet he does not stand up. He is waiting. He has always been waiting. He waits for a sign from the heavens, a sudden shift in the market, or that elusive moment of perfect clarity. To Elias, the dream is a sacred, static image in his mind, kept safe and untouched by the messy grit of reality. Arthur's office tells a different story. There are no pristine notebooks here. Instead, he leans over a desk cluttered with red-inked charts and the wreckage of rejected project drafts. His knuckles are scarred, a map of a decade spent in hard labor. Arthur does not look for sunshine to start his day. He has learned to work through the very storms that buried his early ventures. He understood a truth Elias never did, that every failure was not an end, but a necessary brick in the wall of his current wealth. He does not wish for success. He tracks it like a hunter. As the afternoon sun begins to dip, the divergence becomes an unbridgeable chasm. Arthur walks through a blooming garden, the air thick with the scent of jasmine. His grandchildren run ahead, their laughter a testament to the life he built. He watches them, his breathing slow, measured, and peaceful. Meanwhile, Elias sits alone in his dim room, a prisoner of his own hesitation. He is surrounded by mountains of old newspapers, the headlines screaming of opportunities he once thought he'd take. He traces the dates with trembling fingers, realizing with a sudden, sharp pang that he had all the time in the world, yet he has absolutely nothing to show for it. The silence in his room is deafening, filled with the ghosts of the man he was supposed to become. Arthur stops his walk and turns. He moves back to a heavy wooden table and sets his pen down with a final, decisive click. This is the moment where the internal becomes external. He looks directly into the lens, his face etched with the deep history of his choices. There is no arrogance in his eyes, only the hard-won clarity of a man who finished what he started. He knows that the world doesn't care about what you intended to do. It only cares about what you did. The shadows in the library lengthen, framing him in the light of his own making. The screen darkens. The truth remains. Stop dreaming. Start building. Your legacy is not a dream you keep hidden in a notebook. It is the work you have the courage to finish today. What will you build?